The president speaking on Air Force One, suggesting that he could ratchet up these trade tensions even further, perhaps looking at $500 billion in extra tariffs. Is this just more bark than bite? What do you think the president is trying to get at here?
Well, at the moment, it's just a number. He's used a lot of different numbers, as you suggested in your reporting, but the number that matters in the next 5 or 6 hours is roughly $34 billion. It does look like the U.S. is going to go ahead and impose those tariffs. There doesn't look like there's any back-channel conversation going on to head that off, and that China will retaliate in an equal amount. And then what happens after that is still a question.
So the reality is no negotiations have been planned or set up between the United States and China. So what happens next is really anyone's guess. But I also wanted to ask you, what impact do you expect this to have on business sentiment and investing? Two key areas of concern that the Fed highlighted in its June minutes today.
Yeah, well, the actual impact of $34 billion on either of these two huge economies is going to be pretty small. I mean, there'll be specific effects on specific companies and industries, but on a macro basis, not much impact. But as you said, it's the impact on certainty, and creating a sense of uncertainty for investors, possibly also affecting the interests of investors, U.S. real investors in China, that could have ramifications and reverberations. So I think that's what people are worried about down here in Washington, but we'll have to see. So far, the market's taken it fairly calmly, as you suggested, but we'll see, especially if these other higher numbers, 200 billion, 500 billion, are at all serious.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.